Okay, this is our paper 1 non-calculator. First question. In order to write that as a decimal, first of all, we express it out of 10. To get from 5 to 10, we've doubled it. So we double the top, we get 8. 8 tenths means 0.8. Second one. To write this fraction in its simplest form, we notice that 5 goes into both quantities. 5 goes into that 7 times, and 5 goes into that 9 times. Ordering these numbers in numerical order, starting with the smallest, they all start with a 4. We've got 4.8, 4.0, 4.8, 4.8, 4.0, so it's between these two. After the 0 is a 2, after the 0 is a 1. So that is the smallest. That is the next smallest. 2 down. The others all say 4.8. That says 4.81, 4.85, 4.80. So that's the next smallest. The 8.1 is smaller than the 8.5, so 4.81, 4.85. The word sum means add together. If I express that as out of 100, by timesing by 5, so times the top by 5, I get 65. 0.72 can be written over 100, so therefore it's now easy to add them together, and we get 7, we get 13, 137 over 100, which is 1.37. On the next one, which animal has the least weight? We'll look for the smallest number, which is this one up here. So it is the African buffalo. Write down the value of the 1 in 3,178. So the 1 stands for 100, which can be written in words alternatively. Work out the difference between these two numbers. The word difference here means subtract. So we get 2, borrow 1, we get 9, we get 1, we get 1. The blue whale is 20 times the weight of the giraffe, which means that we got 16, 2 times 8, 16, 1, 2, 3 zeros, and that's in kilograms. Every 1,000 kilograms is a ton, so if I divide by 1,000, I get 16 tons. This question looks at the edge of the field. So we've got a rectangle where we have 100 for the length, and we have 70 for the width. So all the way around there is 340. However, we travel around there 3 times. He says right in 4. 3 times nothing. 3 times 4. And 3 times 3. Plus the 1, 10. Here, look at the fraction shaded. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shade 40%. So that means we've got to shade 40 out of every 100, 4 out of every 10, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 4 are required shading. next question. So we need to first of all draw on the grid where x is equal to -3. So x is equal to -3 there. So you would draw a line going down there. That is x equals -3. The midpoint of AB, so there's A and there's B. And the middle of that is there, which is across at 2.5 or 2.5, and is up at 3. D is on here, so that A, B, C and D makes a square. So if I join up there, I've got to repeat that exact same thing down here. So you can see that we've got 1, 2, 3 and 2 across, 1, 2, 3 and 2 across. So D has to be there, which is across at 2, down at -1. So first of all, if you're putting the input as 18, you have to times it by 4. So that's 40, that's 32. So that gives you a total of 72. Then you've got to take 8, so that gives you 64. In the second one, you're told that the output is 20. But if you work backwards, you've got to not take 8 but add 8, so that'll give you 28. And then you've got to not times by 4 but divide by 4, so that'll give you 7. Here's a different one for this number machine. When the input is 8, the output is 50. Well, 8 times by the 5 makes 40, so that means I must add 10 to make 50. So this one here, you start by tallying, so cashew, walnut, cashew, almond, and then we can see that we've got 3 of those, we've got 7 of those, 5 of those, 4 of those. From here, oops, this one out there, 4 of those. So from here now, we know that we have to go up to 7. And that there is your frequency column. Now going across, you should have a space between each bar. And for the first one, I'll just put the letter C, miss a space, the second one, W, miss a space, third one, A, miss a space, the last one, P. Then with the ruler, the first one goes up to 4. Second one goes up to 7. Third one goes up to 5. And the last one goes up to 4. your board chart. Y times y is y cubed, or y to the power of 3. 2c times 2d, well 3 times 2 is 6, cd. And 2k take 4k is minus 2k. And then when you add 3k, you get 1k. So k will do, but if you wrote 1k, that's exactly the same. Lowest temperature at midnight is there, so you either write that or the word. Work out the increase in temperature from midnight, so from there to there. Well, -5 to nothing is 5 degrees change. Then to go from nothing to 3 is another 3, so that's an 8 degree change. We know that the temperature falls 1 degree for every 300 meters. We know that the height is 1800 meters. Well, 1800 meters divided by 300 means a change of 6 degrees. So if it falls 6 degrees and at midnight the temperature was -7, then -7 drop 6 takes you to -13 degrees.